often women come to me and they say, Gabby, how did you do it? How did you survive grief? How did you rediscover your identity? What magical thing did you do or work with to make it all okay, to make that hole or that void be filled? And I asked myself that same question, and I continue to ask myself that same question every single day. And the reality is that it took me taking one step forward for myself, day by day, sometimes hour by hour. It was never as simple as just one thing that healed me. And that's just me being honest. Did I go to therapy when I could afford to? I went to therapy. Did I have days where I laid in bed all day and cried and cried and cried? Absolutely. There were those days too. In fact, there were days where I had to question and ask myself, should I let others see how broken I am? Should I be vulnerable and allow others to see the pain that I was carrying day in and day out? And what I realized is that I was numb. I was trying to show up perfect. I was trying to show up as if everything was okay in my world, even after a devastating loss, even after a diagnosis of breast cancer my first year into widowhood. And what I learned is that perfect is not real. And the woman I'm speaking to today doesn't need someone that's bubbly and that's perfect. They need someone that's going to be honest with them. So that's what I'm going to do for you today, because I care about you, because I want to see you healed, and because I want you to know that perfect doesn't exist. You redesigning a life that you love is not about showing up perfect. It is not about wearing makeup every day. It is not about losing the weight. It is not about any of those things. It is about showing up and feeling safe in your own body. It is about showing up and honoring the you that needs to cry, the you that needs to rest, the you that needs to choose you, even if it's for 20 minutes a day. So, how did I change my life? How did I change my perspective? Well, I am a researcher. I am a natural researcher. I am someone that when life is hitting me hard and I don't understand why, I go into researcher mode and I start looking up ways, family dynamics, psychological terms that would make it better. And that's my honest truth. So when I started to face my demons, when I started to have to face inner work on myself and rebuild my self-identity, rebuild my self-trust, and regulate my nervous system, what that really meant for me was, what do I need today? Is it sleep? Is it showering? It wasn't about showing up perfect. It was taking care of my physical needs, taking care of my child, supporting them emotionally, and just doing everything in my power to choose myself a little bit by little bit each day. I'll give you an example. There was a time where sleeping in my own bed felt unsafe. I would go to bed knowing that my late husband was in the hospital, and I would feel alone, and I would be scared. And I would say to myself, if I'm not his wife, who am I? And my daughter would be watching, and I had to ask myself, how do I model self-love to her while still learning it for myself? And so, yeah, I started doing bedtime routine exercises. I started doing calming exercises at night. Sometimes I'd wake up and my goal would be just to shower, and then other days my goal would be, hey, in addition to the day-to-day tasks, I'm going to choose 30 minutes of movement. Didn't have to be strenuous exercise. Didn't have to be lifting weights or going and joining a gym. It was just, today I'm going to get up and dance with my daughter for 30 minutes and sing Whitney Houston songs. So, yeah, that's how I changed my life. That's my secret. I had to learn my own healing language. I had to learn what felt good to my body and what resonated for me. For me, music is very healing. I love to sing. I love to sing around the house. I've been singing with my daughter in the house since she was a toddler. Really, even when she was in the womb, let's be honest. I never stopped singing. And so music is something that brings me joy. So ask yourself, what is something that brings you joy? What is something that puts a smile on your face and makes your body feel complete, whether things are fixed or broken. It's not about a perfect life. It's not about designing everything for you to mold yourself into somebody you're not. It's learning who you truly are on the inside and carrying that person forward and letting life unfold as it is meant to. So I want to encourage you today. It's okay to not know what the future looks like. It's okay to still have questions. It's okay to ask yourself, what does it mean to show up and I'm still in the middle of chaos? I very much believe you are probably showing up for every person around you every single day and putting yourself last and still trying to find ways to think about you in the midst of all of that. That was me. I was waking up and I was pouring into my wifely duties, my motherly duties, and I came last on that list of to-dos. I'm a lister, I'm a to-do list kind of person. And so, yeah, that's okay. That's normal. That's okay to say, hey, my plate is full and I need rest. Rest can be one of the most productive things you can do. But when it comes to healing, it's making smaller goals for yourself each day. Asking yourself, what feels safe in my body today? Is it more rest? Do I need to eat? Is it gentle stretching? Is it movement or music? What is one thing I can do for myself just today to make things feel a little less heavy on my plate? What can I release today? Before you know it, it starts to feel like you're normal. Before you know it, it starts to feel steady and it starts to feel good. And you start doing other types of work in regards to your healing journey. But I want to encourage you. I want you to know you are not behind. Your life does not have to look perfect. You do not have to look perfect to get started. You don't have to have had that book written. You don't have to have that business started. You don't have to have that nuclear family to show up today for yourself. Okay? Imagine yourself and who you want to be. Make that a goal, sure. But let's first address ourselves and loving ourselves. Let's first look within and say, hey, how am I showing up for myself today? Am I showing up for myself? And in what areas? It feels selfish. It's not selfish. It is exactly what you need to be doing to be able to propel forward in your life, regulate your nervous system, and steady the waters when life is unfolding and feels like it's absolute chaos. That's how you slowly start to craft the healed you, the new you, the glow up, as they like to trendily say, you. So I just want you to know I see you. It's okay to struggle. It's okay if you aren't able to show up perfect every single day. Choose yourself anyway. I believe in you. I'm rooting for you. I would be honored to work alongside you when the time allows and if it aligns. So I am coming to you today to let you know that's how I changed my life. There were days where I woke up and I didn't have makeup on. There were days where I woke up and I didn't exercise. There were days where I literally just got up, wiped the tears off my face, dropped my kiddo off to the before school program, went to my day job, puffy eyes and all, and just did some deep breathing. Literally took 5 minutes, closed my eyes in the car, in the parking lot before I walked in the building and just said, I am safe here. I am safe. I belong here. I have all the tools that I need. And I started to talk very sweetly to myself to be able to press forward through my day. So there is not one tool. There is not one modality. It is a language that you have to learn for yourself. It could be therapy coupled with music, coupled with deep breathing, coupled with tapping, coupled with exercise routines. It could be your diet. It could be a combination of things. I like sound bowls. That's an example. I don't listen to sound bowls all the time. I like to listen to them at night because they help soothe me. So you will find what works for you. You will identify your healing language. But you just have to know it starts with choosing you. It starts with saying to yourself, this matters. Even if I'm on my darkest day or my darkest moment or I'm feeling numb or I feel like I'm just faking it till you make it. That's okay. You deserve self-love. And I'm not talking about fluffy, bubbly masking. I am talking about waking up, smile or no smile, looking in the mirror and saying, I'm safe within myself. I will protect myself. I will have boundaries for myself. I will do something for myself, not because someone told me to, not because I'm trying to invent this version of myself that doesn't exist. It's because you are worthy of it. You are worthy of healing. You are worthy of love. And it starts with you loving yourself. It starts with you feeling safe in your own body and knowing that you belong. You do belong. And so I hope that inspires the woman that you are watching today that's saying, Gabby, I want to get started, but I need to lose 100 pounds. Or, Gabby, I want to get started, but what if they don't like me? What if it's scary being vulnerable? What if the people that hear my story or watch me make these big changes, even family and friends, what if they're not believing I can do it? I want you to know, I believe you can do it. I was 310 pounds. I was widowed. I was depressed. I was a brand new single mom. And then I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I thought for 17 years of my life, I was his wife. I was his wife. It never was, I'm just Gabrielle, I'm positive, I'm bubbly. It was, I'm his wife. If you feel like your identity is wrapped up in other people's validation, you will never feel whole. It's time for you to validate you. It's time to heal and regulate your nervous system. If these are the types of conversations that interest you, connect with me. We can learn from each other. Everybody has something to contribute. But I'm here to encourage you, to let you know you can do this. Even if it feels like it's not going to show up as perfect as you would like it or as aesthetic as you would like it, you are worth it. You deserve it, and you owe it to yourself to choose you and to heal today.